Hi, I'm Noah. This summer my wife and I are having twins. At this point, we're just signing our paychecks directly over to the Burbank IKEA. To paraphrase comedian Mitch Hedberg, if I had a baby, I would have to think of a name. So I would need to buy a baby naming book or invite someone over who has a cast. Naming a baby is obviously a very important thing. It's a key decision that you make long before the child has any say in the matter. I feel like this must have been easier hundreds of years ago. Read a Shakespearean history sometime. Every character is named either John, Edward, Henry, or Richard, because those were the only names available. Amanda grew up with a very common name. She was never the only Amanda in her class, and she didn't like that. My parents gave me my own fairly uncommon first name to balance out my very common last name. The nice thing about my name is that everyone knows how to spell it and pronounce it, and they know where it comes from. And yet, back in 1976 at least, it wasn't very popular as a name. It's gaining more popularity now, but I only knew a handful of other Noahs growing up. The less nice thing about my name is that I get to hear a lot of hilarious arc jokes. Not really hilarious, and not really jokes plural. Just one joke. And it's not even really a joke. It's just, "Hey, where's your arc?" To which my usual answer is, "Oh, I think I left it at your mom's house." And I wonder, do other people who have biblical names, do they get the same question too? "Hey, Adam, where's your apple? Hey, Mary, where's your virginity?" No, I suppose a good answer to that would also be, "I think I left it at your mom's house." Anyway, the point is, Amanda and I are trying hard to give our twins distinct names, but not bizarre names. We will not be going the Hollywood route and name our children like Effervescence and Ultra Detective Atkinson. Yeah, we've decided that our children will have the last name Atkinson rather than Smith because, well, I don't want to force anybody to have the last name Smith and have to hear hilarious jokes from hotel clerks every time they check in. For another, my father's the oldest of 8 children. And in addition to my brother, I have 7 male cousins with the last name Smith. I'm not too worried about the family name dying out. So, our criteria. A, distinct names, so they won't be one of a dozen Jennifers or Jasons in their class. Now, no offense to the Jennifers and Jasons of the world, I'm just saying that your parents didn't love you as much as we love our unborn twins. B, not too weird. I'm a huge fan of the Marx Brothers, but I will not be naming a son Groucho Atkinson. I will not be naming a son Groucho Atkinson. I will not be naming a son Groucho Atkinson. See, something people can spell. When I used to act in children's theater, we would sign autographs for the kids after the show, and all the cute little quirky alternate spellings that people would give their kids' names were the bane of my existence. I think there are more ways to spell Caitlin than there are Eskimo words for snow. I once wrote a children's play with a character named Caitlin who spelled her name QH8TL! NNN. Audiences didn't always get that joke, but I appreciated it. D, something people can pronounce. There are a lot of lovely names out there, but they're just too tricky. I'm 1/4 Irish, and I love Irish names, but well, when you look at the way certain Irish names are spelled versus how they're pronounced, you can kind of tell how the country's reputation for drunkenness happened. If I named a kid Seamus or Siobhan, I'd be dooming them to a lifetime of Seamus and Siobhan. I can't do that to a child. E, something that goes well with the name Atkinson. Now that rules out a lot of names that end in A sounds because they sort of mush together. For instance, my name would not go well with Atkinson. Noah Atkinson. It's too many vowel sounds. It sounds like you're talking Hawaiian. We've also had to rule out one of our favorite names, Atticus. Atticus Finch is a wonderful character from To Kill a Mockingbird. It's just a great name in general, but you really can't name a son Atticus Atkinson unless you want him to grow up to be a Gilbert and Sullivan character. I have a lot more to say about this. This is really only part 1 of an ongoing series talking about names. So please feel free to leave any comments you have, and I'll be happy to steal them and pretend that they're my own. Thanks! Bye!